Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name is David Lossie. I'm with Vanguard Public Affairs and joined by my colleague Beth Bowen. We are assisting with this town hall meeting this evening. Just a couple of housekeeping items. If you have already retained an attorney not listed below on the screen, we advise that you leave this meeting and contact your attorney with any questions that you may have. You will be able to see and hear from all of the panelists for this evening. We are recording this town hall, which will be shared on the website flintwaterjustice.com. If you do have any questions this evening during the presentation, please type it into the question and answer box that's part of the Zoom setup, and we will have attorneys answering those questions specifically for you. We will also capture all of those questions and answers and post that on the flintwaterjustice.com website. This evening, we are joined by both Michael Pitt and Ted Leopold, who are the interim co-lead counsel, as well as the additional team members who are part of the interim class counsel, Leslie Mitchell-Kroger, Trishelle Young, Julie Hurwitz, Cynthia Lindsay, and Channing Robinson Holmes. I'd like to welcome both Michael and Ted to provide a brief overview of where we're at right now with the settlement, and we'll go from there into the topics. Gentlemen?
Thank you, David. Michael Pitt here. Good evening, everybody. We had a 3-hour meeting with Judge Levy, Special Master Greenspan, and the attorneys involved in the case yesterday. And so many of the things to report to you today were previewed yesterday in our conference with Judge Levy. There are a number of current issues that are of concern to the people of Flint, and I'd like to address those at the outset. First, there are many questions that have been raised about the bone scan part of the process. Currently, bone scans are part of the compensation grid. There is a handheld device that is being used by the provider to determine the amount of lead in the bones of children and adults. This handheld device is used by the provider in about a 3-minute segment, so that each of you who do agree to have the bone scan opportunity will only be exposed for about 3 minutes. Questions were raised recently as to the safety of the handheld device and whether or not the handheld device meets all regulatory approvals. We have made this issue aware with Judge Levy and Special Master Greenspan. The provider has been asked to present to us the documentation establishing the safety and the regulatory approvals, and we expect to have those documents in the very near future. If there is a problem with the documentation, we will notify Special Master Greenspan and Judge Levy, and they will deal with the issue accordingly. But as it stands right now, the bone scan opportunity is there, and any person who wishes to take advantage of that is welcome to do so. The other issue that came up recently is scheduling. And Judge Levy and Special Master Greenspan are also aware of this issue. The provider has agreed to open up the time for additional scans to take place. We understand that recently people have been calling the number that we have provided, and they have not been able to get on the schedule. We are working on that. We expect in a very short time to have those scheduling issues resolved. If we don't have those issues resolved shortly, we are going to address it with Special Master Greenspan in the court, and the provider will be given some instruction as to how to make sure that there is accessibility to everybody who wants a bone scan. So bear with us. We know that people have been frustrated the last few days, and we are aware of the problem and we are trying to fix it. Ted, you want to make any comments on recent developments?
Yeah, thank you, Mike, and hello, everybody. I hope everybody is well and staying safe and warm up in your area. Just a few points that Mike was raising. One is, and I don't want anyone to lose sight of this, the most important thing right now is making sure that you register timely. If by March 29th, which is the final day for registration, if you are not registered, it doesn't matter what you want to do, you're going to be too late. So everybody needs to register on time. We have the phone numbers, websites, people to help you. We have the office in Flint that is open that can help you to help fill out the registration materials. But the most important thing is to register. And also I want to emphasize, Judge Levy has already preliminarily approved the class case, which are business owners, property owners, and adults who are not represented. They are part of the class that has already been preliminarily approved. And therefore, even though you are part of the class under the preliminary order, you still have to register. So if you don't have an attorney, or you're a property owner and a business owner, you still need to register. So if you don't, it's gonna be an issue that you did not do anything timely, and you're not gonna be able to get or seek any recovery. So please do that. Please keep that top of mind. That's the most important thing right now. And again, we can walk you through all of those particular items. And nothing in addition to add what Mike said about the bone testing. The bottom line is, because of some recent issues, we're getting more information, and we're working on them as we speak. So that from that standpoint, we're just moving forward and litigating the remaining case and trying to work on all of people who have registered and trying to get as much information and help to you as we can.
Great. Thank you, Michael and Ted. These are the topics that we are going to be covering this evening. First off is going to be on the registration information, upcoming deadlines, registration FAQs, and then the post-registration period. With that, I'd like to invite Trishelle Young, who's an attorney here in the city of Flint, to lead us off on the registration information and the upcoming deadlines. Trishelle?
Thank you, David. Good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining us for this informative and educational session. You know, we're making sure we are reaching to you on every occasion we have so that you know what's going on and you are aware of what the eligibility requirements are, what it means to register, and what deadlines are critical. So in terms of eligibility, registering for this establishes your legal eligibility to participate in this settlement as someone who is exposed to or harmed by this crisis. And these dates are very, very important. Your exposure or your harm has to have occurred between April 25th of 2014 and November 16th of 2020. So that is your time period for your exposure for you or your minors. Who can register? So the registration process, as you know, is ongoing as we speak. It ends on March 29th. You must be an adult, a property owner, or a business owner, or a minor child that was harmed by the Flint water, again, from April 25th, 2014 through November 16th of 2020. You must register. You must make an affirmative act to register to be eligible to file a claim to participate in this settlement. You do not have to be represented by an attorney to file a claim in this settlement. You do not, but we are here to help you if you want our help. It only takes about 10 minutes to register. Registering is easy, it's quick, it is convenient, and there are multiple ways that you can register. So the registration period again ends March 29th. And if you have not already retained another attorney, we as your interim class counsel team are here to help you register. You can register online at the official registration site, which is officialflintwatersettlement.com. The most important thing to remember is you are not alone. If you have questions, if you have concerns, we are here to help guide you, to direct you, and to educate you so you can make an informed decision at the end of the day.